I don't give a shit.
You don't find it a great
I really don't care
treasure
about politics.
trove of
Some people
material?
do. I don't. I think the system is corrupt. Every time I'm walking on the street, somebody's like, hey, vote for so-and-so. I'm like, it's all corrupt. Anarchy is the only way we're going to change anything. Violence. Kill a politician. That's the only way you can change shit.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're joking.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, voting is not going to make a difference. It has never. Not in 100 years.
So what would you like to see?
I'd like to see some politicians start getting murdered and reform this government.
Oh my
into
God.
one that's not corrupted. I'd like to get business out of government, and they're not going to do it. So the only way to do that is start killing people.
Isn't that exactly what
Look around the world.
want?
How has anything changed around the world? How has any regime change happen around the world? Violence. That's the only way. You think people in Arab countries are that much different than us?
Yeah.
Violence. That's the only way you depose a system that doesn't represent the people anymore.
I mean, I think the wonderful thing about the United States is that we can vote, and you do change
Your
administration.
vote doesn't go anywhere. Your vote doesn't do anything.
Yes, it does.
You can now be arrested and never tried if they say you're a terrorist. Never tried in your life. Just arrested and held forever. Who voted for that?
So shoot them all.
No, not shoot them all. Start shooting them until they get business out of politics and they start representing who we are instead of their money interests. Yeah, violence. That's the only way shit changes, man.
Okay.
Look at history. Tell me when a regime has changed with voting. I mean, I know.
I mean, I'm not trying.
That's not fair because you haven't studied this stuff.
Well, no, I'm not trying to, murder politicians. I'm not trying to do what I don't like that others do that I would like to change, so I will shoot somebody because I'm pissed off that they're shooting somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not the way that I think, but that's fine. We think differently.
I think even if you don't want to shoot somebody, don't vote. Voting is you complicitly saying, I support this system, and I don't support it anymore. I don't. We're killing people in Yemen. We're murdering families in Yemen that aren't associated with any sort of terrorist thing. It was just an oopsie when we killed a wedding party. And Obama, the fucking hope change guy, just refused to comment on it. That's cool. Do what you want. It's not going to change. Your voting is not going to change that. I know one way that it'll change. I can look at history and tell you this is the way things change. Look at whenever a black guy gets shot, it's oh, it's bad. If this is a riot, no one comments on it. Those things go under the radar. When there's a riot in Baltimore, it's hold on, we got to rethink the system here in Baltimore because people went crazy. That's just in history, here and elsewhere. That's the only way shit changes.
All right, well, agree to disagree on that.
And I guarantee the only thing they're going to show from this clip is Ari Shaffir doesn't say Amy Schumer is the most funny comic in the world.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I am Dark Match Steve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get up in my chat. Talk to me. Who's ready to get sexy with the captain? Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. You are welcome to my channel. We welcome everyone from all political and religious and whatever background. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did. As long as you get in my chat and talk to me, welcome. Tonight, what are we getting into? The MAGA meltdown continues. CoffeeZilla exposing Donald Trump. Yes. Well, we got a few things. We're going to touch on that tonight, guys. I think some of my audience, even though we've covered CoffeeZilla topics on here a few times, And, most of the people that are familiar with my page are probably familiar with CoffeeZilla. I'm sure most of you have probably not seen this video that we're going to get into. We're going to take a look at this. I have not watched this whole thing. I watched a clip of Destiny watching this. I barely know what the drama is now. I know that CoffeeZilla does not like Donald Trump. He's never been like a supporter or something, and he's called him out on a few things, which is good. We wanna keep, regardless of whether you support a politician or not, we gotta keep them honest, right? So, CoffeeZilla has been critical of Trump for a few different things. One of which has been Trump's involvement with crypto. I know that CoffeeZilla was very critical of Trump's cryptocurrency, coins, and whatever bullshit he has been pushing. I don't remember exactly what he said about. I think basically what they were getting at is that the Trump coin and Melania, whatever, that they were like they were pushing these different cryptocurrencies, and I guess some people were investing a bunch into the coin as a way to get access to Donald Trump or something. It was something along those lines. Yeah, and this time I guess there's some letter. There's some letter that Donald Trump has been accused of having sent, and it had a picture of some woman drawn in it or something. I think it was a letter to Jeffrey Epstein that has surfaced, okay? And Donald Trump has even responded to this. And it seems like CoffeeZilla has really done, and guys, I've only watched a few minutes of this video, so I don't know if it's going to look good for Donald Trump. It's probably going to be really bad. But given the context of all the drama going on with the Epstein files and Trump possibly wanting to like hide some of that or not unseal some of it, and now he's talking about releasing some of it, even though this whole time he said it's a hoax. So I don't know what he's gonna release. It's just all looking very sus at the moment. But amongst all of this other bullshit going out, some letter has been found that was supposedly from Donald Trump to Epstein or some shit. I don't know. We're going to take a look at this and see what CoffeeZilla has to say about it, because it was very interesting, guys. And I only got like 3 or 4 minutes into this video, and it was like Destiny watching and breaking down this CoffeeZilla thing. So I barely got into it. I barely scratched the surface. We're going to take a look at that together. We love CoffeeZilla over here. This is actually on the VoidZilla page, which I'm not that familiar with, but I know CoffeeZilla, he I guess has this other page where he does some other topics, or maybe similar. I don't know what the theme is of this other page, but he has a different channel called VoidZilla, which is where this Trump stuff is. So we're going to take a look at this in a few minutes. Let me get to you guys in the chat. Tonight we are at YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble. So wherever you're at, get up in the chat so I can talk to you and your voice can be heard. I got you all in one spot here, so I shouldn't miss anybody, as long as I'm not too balls deep into the topic or something. I generally like to keep track of the chat. So yeah, you guys know the rules. Whoever's first in the chat, my little incentive, whoever is first in the chat gets a free prostate milking from me. Come to Tampa and collect, if you dare. First in the chat tonight. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, we got Fat Pig again. We like to call him the milk collector. He comes in here almost every day. He is first in my chat. He's got about 300 free, I'd say 300 to like fucking 400 free prostate milkings. I've lost track. At this point, I've lost count, and I'm pretty much going by his word, what his poor little prostate can handle. That's up to him. We're gonna depend on people's honesty here. Hold on. Okay. All right, let me get back to the chat. Stacy G's in here. Almost got another free prostate milking for her lover, Bob Cook. Lucky dog. Eatmore's in here. What's up? What's up? Funny face. DMS for president. That's almost as bad as Kamala Harris for president. I appreciate you. DMS for... Oh, by the way, guys, vote for me. Holy fuck. Guys, I got nominated for Best of the Bay, Best Singer-Songwriter. Okay, I'm going to show you guys... I'll show you guys how to vote. We'll go to this together. I don't know if it's going to make me try to sign in through here because I did it through my phone yesterday. But I'll at least show you guys the link and show you how to get to it. But guys, I got nominated by, I guess, I don't know who nominated me, but I am nominated for Best Singer-Songwriter for the Best of the Bay competition thing that they have here in Tampa. It's a Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater type of thing. So, anyway, but it would be really fucking cool to get it. I don't know what the award's supposed to look like. I got more room on this shelf here. We could put some more awards. I'd like to collect awards the same way that the fat pig collects free prostate milkings, but we'll see about that. The pig gets the milk again this week. Or again, week. Yes. Grando Reaper, you just sound jealous, bro. I mean, if it's that serious, you want a free one, just come through. I got you. What am I going to do? Deny somebody a free prostate milking when they travel all the way to Tampa? Come on. Dutch Duke. Nobility. Royalty. He is Dutch Duke. First, no. Guys, just come through. You want the milking, you want the free prostate stimulation, just come on down. MAGA Meltdown, where's that happening? Sounds fun. Where are you, under a rock right now? Where are you fucking chatting from, bro? Bob Cook's in here. What's up, Bob Cook? Junior Coltrane, you silly goose. Scott Starbird's in here. What's up, Scott? Scott Starbird, my last chat message in your chat, which I'm a moderator. I don't know why my chats would be getting suppressed unless I guess it's YouTube. But this seems like so harmless for it to be removed from the chat. But you were talking about Ocean's 11 with George Clooney. And I left in your chat a message. I said something like, because of George Clooney, I liked 9/11 more than Ocean's 11. And the chat message didn't even show up in your... I could see it, but I don't think other people could see it. Because I was watching how your entire chat is displayed. I highlight what I want to highlight here. I got a little control. You got the whole chat displayed. I didn't see it come up. That was one of my funnier Scott Starbird chat jokes. Hated to see that one get buried. Rainey's in here. Speaking of buried, Jeffrey Epstein is dead, so Rainey is selling his properties. If you guys are interested, DM her. She's got the one island property and the New York property that was given to him by Lex Wexner, the head of Victoria's Secret, who is definitely not involved in human trafficking in any way and is not on any list. DMS for president. Second gay president. I know. Obama already stole that opportunity from me. Determinator over on the Rumble. Welcome, welcome. A shout out from Mexico? Yeah. You're welcome here. I want to make Canada the 51st state and Mexico the 52nd one. We can just tear down that wall. Mr. Trump, tear down that wall. That's what I want to do. We got to make Mexico part of America. We'll call it America. Promo code Lummy's up in here. What's up? What's up? Yeah, guys, if you hadn't noticed, oh shit, here we go. But I swear to God, I was just gonna say it. Bob D is in here. I know he's happy. I don't have a shirt tonight. I'm I'm staying home. After I get off the stream, I am doing some stretches, probably stretching my meat, and then going to bed. So I'm just sitting here in pajama bottoms with my long summer balls, as Bubba talked about today. Did you guys hear Bubba talking about summer balls, long balls? Guys, I mean, they don't reach the toilet water, but yeah, mine, I got Florida boy balls. This is the problem is I grew up in Florida. I've lived in Florida my whole life, and my generation, when we were growing up, it was like that was it's funny to I'm really dating myself here. But when I was a kid, when I was in like middle school, elementary, late elementary, is like when people started wearing boxer shorts for underwear instead of briefs. I don't think they had them a lot. I mean, they weren't really common before then. But yeah, for some reason it got more popular for men or boys at least to wear boxers as underwear. I remember being in like fourth and fifth grade when I started wearing those. So it's like pretty much since my testicles have dropped, I've been wearing boxers up until into like late high school. And even still I mix them in here and there. But yeah, I got the Florida balls. Bubba was talking about that today. Determinator said Trump didn't keep his so-called promises like immigration wars and now the Epstein list. Thank you for your time at CoffeeZilla. Yeah, bro, we're gonna take a look at this. Guys, I could how much it's like how much bro, I don't know what the fuck. How much is MAGA really supposed to deal with before they start expressing their displeasure without Trump saying, "Oh, you don't like me? I don't like you anymore." It's like, dude, if you had actually solved the Ukraine stuff in anywhere near as quickly as you thought you could, or the fucking Israel's bullshit, every little thing Israel wants to get involved in, it's like I could almost accept we'll get no Epstein list if it were actually tax-free tips across the board and overtime tax-free across the board. Not that I have to go try and calculate it and deduct it at the end of the year when I file. You shouldn't be taking my money in the first place. Okay. And you got the Ukraine-Russia deal solved. You got you're turning the Gaza Strip into, a bunch of shopping malls or whatever. It's like you could almost accept no Epstein list if everything else were going well. I just filled my tank up this weekend. It was over $3 a gallon still. I mean, I don't know how much are we supposed to fucking put up with? Can we talk about the Obama arrest AI video Trump posted? That was wild. I guess we could get to that. I did hear some about that. I watched Mark Dice talking about that. And really, I don't see. Guys, we're not getting an Epstein list. Do you really think anybody's going to arrest Obama? Give me a break. Florida balls. I thought Florida balls is when you swim in the springs and your balls retract inside your body? No. Florida balls is from the heat. Your testicles drop lower to search for cool air. That's what happens. I'm borderline sitting on them right now. I'm serious, guys. Sometimes I like it. I think it's cool. But yeah, it's like a turkey gobbler or something. as a Dem, my balls drop slower naturally. Well, if you were a Democrat in Florida, they'd be a lot lower, let me tell you. Yeah, I like it hanging loose down there. I think that's cool. All right, let me bring up. Oh, there's so yeah, we're going to take a look at the CoffeeZilla thing. Then we're also James O'Keefe had this other video where he was breaking down some of the recent shit with Pam Bondi regarding the Epstein files and her going back and forth. Because you remember, James O'Keefe got hidden camera footage of Pam Bondi saying that they have tens of thousands of videos of Jeffrey Epstein and that they had to go through them all and whatever. So, and then also there's a funny ass guy that's trolling Donald Trump protests. Like, he trolls pro MAGA people. It is so fucking funny. Guys, the tides might be shifting. You know, for a while there, it was really like the liberals look like the fucking crazy people. But now that all the Donald Trump supporters are so willing to just, you know, lick the fucking boots with no Epstein list, a shitty economy and food prices ridiculous, gas still ridiculous, wars all over the fucking place, and they're still willing. This is like the final test. We promised, we campaigned on giving you guys an Epstein list. This is the final test of how low will you stoop to still support Donald Trump wholeheartedly. And now the tides are shifting. It's becoming such a joke on the MAGA supporters that now it's too easy for liberals to go fucking troll MAGA. That's scary. Guys, for the longest time, it was like, all you'd have to do is just go to any fucking pro-Democrat, pro-LGBTQ, pride, whatever the fuck, and you could talk to some people, and it was just like an endless supply of insanity and just so easy to mock. And now, guys, the liberals are starting to become funny. The anti-Trump people are starting to become funny. That's scary. More anti-Trump propaganda. Bro. Richie April, look, you know I just try to call things how I see them on here. I'm not on here to just like support any politician. I'm on here to, if I'm standing for anything on this stream, it's just freedom of expression and being able to entertain any ideas and have an open discussion. I'm not on here to support any politician. If Trump fucking comes out clean somehow by my standards, I will absolutely retract everything I've said or whatever the fuck. But at this point, it doesn't look like that. Trump has done more. Okay. Trump has done more in 6 months than Democrats in 4 years. What exactly are we talking about? Just tell me exactly what you think Trump has done. I mean, the only thing that I could say is like kind of deportations. But do you guys realize they from what I understand, at least last that I saw, the government hadn't updated its websites for counting deportations. For some reason, they won't update the numbers on the website. Have you guys seen this? Because Nick Fuentes posted about it, and some people were debating in the comments and posting screenshots from the website, and there on the website itself, it says numbers have not been updated since January. So if Trump is so proud of his progress with deportations, why won't they show us the numbers? How many millions have been deported now? I was just saying we don't know. We actually don't know because the government won't update the websites. I might be in a bubble. What bubble am I in? Steve, you're off the wagon again. Who killed JFK? Somebody hired by Israel. I don't know. Close the border. He closed the border with all the people inside. We're locked in here with all the illegal immigrants and all the people from the Epstein list. Now we're locked in here with fucking kid touchers. Is that what we voted for? Sniz, that's fair. If only Trump didn't say that he'd have all of it done by now. I'm expressing disappointment with Trump not doing things that he said and when he said he would do them. I mean, I get that it's a little tongue-in-cheek to say in one day I'd have the Ukraine war fixed. Overnight it'd be fixed. I could say, okay, maybe it's a little tongue-in-cheek. We're 6 months in, and it does not look good. Fixing the gay military? Oh boy. Doge? Guys, I don't know about Doge. There was so much back and forth. Guys, I could not keep track of what was even real and what wasn't. I mean, I know we saw shit about funding for some ridiculous stuff, but I gotta be honest, after taking my trip to Wyoming, I'm a little bit worried about our national parks. Can I be real and say that? You guys understand I'm not promoting some fucking Democrat politician or something like that. I'm critiquing our current president, and I want him to do better. I don't want I'm not saying whatever. I want him to fail and for him to look stupid and someone to take him out or something. I don't know. Let's get to stop reading the chat. Well, I'm trying to respond to people and whatever. I don't want anyone to think I'm I don't fucking know. Like I have some fucking agenda or something. I truly don't. All right, first we'll take a look at the CoffeeZilla thing, then we'll get to the other stuff. Let's take a look at this. Because I don't know about this letter. I have not seen a lot online stirred up about it besides CoffeeZilla and the communities that have him on their radar. Let me get you guys on this tab with me. Guys, man, I want to be... Guys, you have to understand, like, I want to support Trump. Do you guys... do you understand that? Even if it were Biden in office, I would say the same thing. I want to support Biden. I want to, even if that means I'm wrong about something, I'd love to say, wow, Biden fucking fixed up the economy, and hey, he did this or that, and now things are better. Guess I have to eat shit because I thought Biden would suck. I mean, the same thing with Trump. I want him to do good. It just does not look good, guys. Can we be real? He's the father of the vaccines. You guys in my chat that are like supporting Trump, you guys support the vaccines that Donald Trump still takes credit for? That's a real question. Like, where do you guys draw the line with critiquing what Trump does? I'm not trying to be a dick or combative. I'm truly asking because I don't know what I'm surprised there's anyone that is like vehemently supporting him after what we've been through together, guys. I don't know.
Today, the Wall Street Journal.
Okay, here we go. Wall Street Journal. Oh, yeah. So even if I wanted to show you guys this on my own, I'd have to subscribe to the shitty Wall Street Journal to be able to show you this because they like to fucking dick you around, make you pay for a subscription.
Journal not only released an article today, they're getting sued as well for this article about Donald Trump's connection to Jeffrey Epstein. It's explosive. It's about a letter Trump sent to Epstein with supposedly a drawing of a naked woman by Trump, along with a little poem which talks about a wonderful secret that Jeffrey Epstein and Trump share. We will go through all the evidence because there's a lot to this. You are very silly if you jump to conclusions on a story this big with this wide of implications. Let's set the stage because we're going to take our time going through this. The president's behavior during the run-up to this Epstein file leak has been absolutely strange.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Bro, sniz. Oh, Trump said he would do this and do that. It's been 6 months. Everything. Dude. Trump. I'm critiquing Trump for stuff he said he would have done by now. Do you understand? He gave himself the timeline. He gave himself the schedule and told us what would be done in the schedule. The stuff isn't done. It's not near done. And now it's pretty much looking like we're not going to get what we were promised with the Epstein stuff. Why? How is this me whining? Guys, come on.
It's pretty boring stuff. It's sorted, but it's boring.
You know what?
This guy that teased us saying a lot of bad stuff happened on that island. It should be a shame if all that came out. This guy now saying, are we still talking about Epstein? The guy that I was friends with that was trafficking women and I was involved in the prosecution of one of his cases? This guy whose little girlfriend bitch had a dad that was part of the Mossad? You guys are still talking about him. You're worried about this. He died in prison on my watch. And you guys are still asking about this? Wow, you guys are crazy. Even though I campaigned on this, you guys are so nuts for still asking about this. What, you want a list? What list? There was no list.
To affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff.
You know, these files were made up by Comey. They were made up by Obama.
Even his supporters are like, well, why is he acting this way? It's so weird. All of a sudden it goes from the files exist to they don't exist to they're a hoax actually, and there's a bunch of phony stuff in there. This article, if true, explains a lot of the strange behavior. And we don't know if there's more that's going to come out, if this is all there is. But I'm going to go through the main allegation, and I will call it an allegation because Trump is definitely going to sue over this. He's already said as much. So here's basically the story. Supposedly, Ghislaine Maxwell collected letters from Trump and dozens of Epstein's associates for a 2003 birthday album. It was for his 50th birthday. Pages from the leather-bound album, assembled before Epstein was first arrested, are among the documents examined by the Department of Justice officials. So there are birthday letters to Epstein that supposedly have been seen by the DOJ. They have them in their files. And the one from Trump supposedly has a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. And the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist. The Wall Street Journal goes on to say it's not clear how the letter with Trump's signature was prepared. Inside the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein. Voiceover. There's more to life than having everything. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Yes, we do, come to think of it. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. And the final line is, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. and may every day be another wonderful secret. Obviously, that is an insane thing to write to what later would be found out to be one of the world's most
Guys, can we agree if this is real? Junior Coltrane, I wish you weren't actually full of crap like 90% of the time so I could actually know what you're getting at. This Triz Annie in the black shirt has no idea, bro. I thought you were talking about me, but I'm not wearing a shirt. This is leftist lies. The letter doesn't even remotely look real. All right, well, we're taking a look at it, guys. That's what I told you. I got a couple minutes into this, and I was intrigued because some of Donald Trump's defenses, Trump's own defenses for this, don't dispute the letter at all, as you will come to see. So I don't know about it. Some people are saying it's old news. What this is from a couple days ago. Hold on, let's see. 3 days ago. This is from over the weekend. So yeah, I don't know about this. Maybe it is a hoax. We'll see.
Prolific, but there's also 2 lines in there which are horrendous. One, enigmas never age. That's just a strange line. It's a very incriminating sounding line. We don't know what it means exactly. And then also we see, may every day be another wonderful secret.
Junior Coltrane says, Steve, stop believing everything you hear from the YouTube grifters. Bro, CoffeeZilla is anything but a YouTube grifter. This guy has gone far and beyond to investigate shit and not have, like, you know, an aggressive political slant to his content. He pretty much just tries to call out bullshit where he sees it. This guy is like the reason we know so much about Hawk Tuah scamming all of her fans. This guy has a lot of like actual real YouTube clout. I mean, is there a chance that he's biased and maybe looking at the data or whatever evidence there is in a anti-Trump bias? That's possible. We're going to take a look at it. I mean, if his arguments aren't strong in here, I'm not saying that I believe this. I didn't say that this is real. I just told you we're taking a look at it. You never heard of CoffeeZilla? Well, we have played CoffeeZilla stuff on here before. This is a guy whose video I was breaking down about the Hawk Tuah, that girl who she did her crypto scam and made like whoever, her or her team made millions of dollars scamming their fans. You guys are just going off talking shit about this guy.
Of course, this all written inside the outline of a naked woman kind of tells you what secret they may be talking about there. Now we're going to go over Trump's response, and then, of course, all the evidence, all the denials, what you may want to know before making up your mind. Like I said, this is not a story where you're going to want to snap to judgment. Even now, I think there's still a lot we need to see. But I want to go over Trump's response. He gave an interview with the Journal on Tuesday evening, and he denied writing the letter or drawing the picture. Quote, "This is not me. This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story. I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women," he said. "It's not my language. It's not my words." He told the Journal he was preparing to file a lawsuit if it published the article.
Okay, so this is Trump's response. This is Trump's first response here. I just want everybody to keep track what we're looking at. So, in an interview with the Journal, Trump denied writing the letter or drawing the picture. "This is not me. This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story. I've never wrote a picture in my life. I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language. It's not my words." So, it'd be funny, right, if they found some other shit with Donald Trump drawing stuff and using the same terminology as what's in this letter, that would be really weird, right? Because then that would completely dispute what Donald Trump's response is right here, that he doesn't draw pictures and he doesn't talk like this, what's in the letter. It'd be really funny if we found examples of this that currently exist, wouldn't it? Wrote a picture. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Trump is on Ambien or what, but wrote a picture. That's a quote from our president. I've never wrote a picture in my life.
I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like I sued everyone else. What do we make of this? Before we jump into the evidence, before we jump into all the reactions, both public and of the people involved, let's just talk about what this could mean. The denial puts Trump in a very particular position, because if it later comes out and turns out to be true, it's worth saying the Wall Street Journal did not publish a photo of the letter, which everyone's been asking for. There are a lot of reasons not to publish it. Maybe your source didn't allow it, but that's a huge part that could come out that changes the whole landscape of this, right? If it comes out, it's very devastating, because you wouldn't lie about something like this if you thought it was no big deal, right? The denial actually implies a lot of bad things about what the letter could.
Guys, is this letter out? Let me take a look. Let me search for it real quick. Because you guys are talking like you've seen it. I know this is from 3 days ago, so maybe it's been released. Because at this point in the video, it's sounding like it wasn't released when he made this video. So, guys, have you seen the letter? What? Okay. It's not like popping up super easy here. So, I don't know. There's some people in the chat saying that the letter's fake, as if they've seen it. I don't know. Maybe. Hold on. Here's the New York Times. Trump says he doesn't draw pictures, but many of his sketches sold at auction. Spoiler alert. Trump does draw pictures. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing. That's why they described it in the article. Yeah, but I thought a couple people in the chat said the letter looked fake. I thought that implied that they had seen it. Maybe they're saying it sounds fake from the way it's described. I don't know.
Mean. If you weren't worried about a story like this, if you thought the letter was nothing, you wouldn't deny it. You would just give no comment. You certainly wouldn't give an interview. So now we're going to talk about the reactions of the people involved, because it's worth saying Trump is not the only letter mentioned in here. And I think that's really important, because in a story like this, you want to look to what could be corroborating evidence. So Alan Dershowitz is cited in the piece having written a letter that included a mock-up of a Vanity Unfair magazine with mock headlines of who was Jack the Ripper, was it Jeffrey Epstein? Alan, a former lawyer for Epstein, does not deny this. He says, it's been a long time, and I don't recall the content of what I may have written. Lex Wexner also supposedly had a letter in there. He declined to comment. Supposedly...
Wait, hold on a second. Let's go back a second. I was reading the chat when this started.
Comment. You certainly wouldn't give an interview. So now we're going to talk about the reactions of the people involved, because it's
okay. This is their reactions to the letter.
Worth saying, Trump is not the only letter mentioned in here, and I think that's really important, because in a story like this, you want to look to what could be corroborating evidence. So Alan Dershowitz is cited in the piece having written a letter that included a mock-up of a Vanity Unfair magazine with mock headlines of Who was Jack the Ripper? Was it Jeffrey Epstein? Allen, a former lawyer for Epstein, does not deny this. He says, it's been a long time, and I don't recall the content of what I may have written. Lex Wexner also supposedly had a letter in there. He declined to comment. Supposedly,
they're asking them comments on their own letters. I see.
His letter was, I wanted to get you what you want, so here it is. After the text was a line drawing of what appeared to be a woman's breast. And then we have a former assistant who was not cited, who sent Jeffrey a letter. Oh, Jeffrey of Jeffrey, everyone loves you. Fun in the sun, fun.
So, guys, aren't these, they said these were collected by Ghislaine Maxwell. Sniz says, Dershowitz said he has seen the real evidence from the Epstein case and knows the names of people on the so-called client list. Yeah, I played that clip, I think, on the stream last week. He claimed he could give us a bunch of names of high-profile people, but he's bound by law, some gag order or whatever agreement with the judge that he's not allowed to disclose any of it.
Just for fun. Pretty innocuous. And then, of course, we have Donald Trump, who denies, of course, the whole thing. So we have some non-denials, some people who just didn't respond, and then we have Trump. Trump's the only one who's firmly denying this letter so far, with him doubling down on Truth Social, saying, it's not my words, it's not the way I talk. Also, I don't draw pictures. I told Rupert Murdoch it was a scam and he shouldn't print this fake story, but he did, and now I'm going to sue him in his third-rate newspaper. Now, a couple comments quick on that. One, the Wall Street Journal is not a third-rate newspaper. It's also not a super left-leaning newspaper. Not that that should matter in journalism, but I know people's media literacy, that stuff kind of does kind of tip off their signals. It's unlikely they're going to publish something they know they're going to get sued for unless they have something. And so,
doesn't the Wall Street Journal actually lean more right? Hold on. I think they're actually... Yeah, center right. So yeah, they should be even more forgiving to Donald Trump.
Here's where I want to talk about a little bit of the circumstantial stuff. So Trump obviously states, I don't draw pictures.
It's not fucking BuzzFeed, right?
But turns out that's kind of not true. So in a book called Never Give Up, Trump wrote, each year I donate an autographed doodle to the Doodle for Hunger auction at Tavern on the Green. It's a great event. And sure enough, publicly you can find several doodles that Donald Trump has done. Most of these are of skylines, architecture. None of these are of women. Still, it's strange to say I don't draw pictures when you...
These are all places where... Never mind.
Very clearly draw pictures, and they appear to be in thick marker, which is what you were accused of drawing them in. Now, none of that means anything.
They're drawn in the same marker. It's actually the same marker used for these doodles were, it was the same marker used for this Epstein letter. Incredible.
But it just reminds me a little bit of the Prince Andrew denial.
Oh, yeah. He said he couldn't sweat. Here he is. Check that out.
I don't
medical condition. He can't sweat, guys. Look at him. This is just water. He washed his pits and his neck.
I don't know if you guys remember the sweat denial. A big part of the interview with Prince Andrew was the denial that he couldn't have done anything bad because he couldn't sweat. So this...
Oh, well, shit, Steve, that's proof. Not. I didn't say it's proof. I was joking saying that was the same marker. But do you understand where, again, you're saying... Okay, Sniz, you're kind of... And I get it. That's fair. You're saying that it's not proof. And I don't think anyone argued that it's proof so far. Really. I was joking when I said it was the same marker. I never said, anyway, that this is proof. But do you understand, again, you're responding, you're like, you're sort of critiquing my position, but really what you're doing is like critiquing the fact that I'm keeping track of Trump's statements. Again, like you were saying, oh, it's not done in 6 months. He didn't fix everything Biden did. And I'm the only things that I've critiqued is the stuff Trump said that he would have done very quickly by now. The war in Ukraine, the economy, food prices, gas prices, all that, Epstein's list. And then here, Donald Trump's response to this, his defense for the fact that he didn't draw this picture that went to Epstein with a marker, his defense is that, oh, I don't draw pictures. And then not only do we find more doodles that Trump does, which get sold at auctions and stuff, but the doodles were done with marker. You understand where this isn't like I'm saying I have proof. This is a whole different thing of not me, CoffeeZilla is disproving Trump's counter arguments to all of this. So it's not proof that he drew the picture. It's proof that his defenses are complete bullshit.
Supposedly falsified Virginia Giuffre's whole story.
I have a...
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA.
90% of students...
peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time.
So yeah, that was kind of this claim like, hey, this couldn't be true because I don't do X, but actually we see that Prince Andrew actually does sweat. And in the same way, it's not perfect proof, but you really shouldn't say you don't draw pictures when being accused of drawing thick black marker pictures when you definitely draw pictures sometimes. I mean, it's just, and it's public. I mean, that's just kind of just an obvious devastating hole in your whole argument. Now, again, I've got to say, this is just the basics. We do not have the letter, okay? I'm relying on the Wall Street Journal's reporting on this, and we're...
Okay, guys, just for the record here, again, he said this isn't proof, and we don't have the letter. So we're just looking at what he's presenting to us. We're not jumping to conclusions. Everybody relax, okay?
Corroborating with different pieces of public evidence. Ultimately, we need to see if this was actually in the Epstein files. But there are some other stuff, too, that we can look to corroborate this story. So we can look at the bookbinder. So in the Wall Street Journal report, we see a very specific and interesting corroboration. It says the book was put together by the New York City bookbinder Herbert Weitz, according to people involved with the process. Weitz listed Epstein as a client on his website in 2003. So here we have a chance to corroborate externally. Of course, it's not a full corroboration, but we have a chance to look to see, was it actually on his website, right? So if we go to the archive, we see in 2003 at weitzcoleman.com, we see a client list, and we see Jeffrey Epstein is listed on it with a different spelling of Jeffrey, I should note. And this says people for whom we have bound up books and albums. This is another piece of circumstantial evidence that makes it hard to believe it's just fully made up. Now, you can believe something in the middle. You can believe that the letter exists and the Wall Street Journal saw it and somebody invented it, right? Like there are a lot of options here, but the idea that, okay, the Wall Street Journal is just fully inventing this story. They're releasing something with literally no evidence. They're just fabricating it all, but citing all these different people, citing third-party stuff that you can fact-check publicly. That's a piece of evidence to think about. Now, we're going to talk about the public reactions to this. We have Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, saying the Wall Street Journal published a hatchet job with a fake birthday letter that's supposedly from 2003.
Could you guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on the video wherever you're at, Rumble, YouTube, Twitter. You mind hitting the like button? I know Adam, I saw some people repost it on Twitter. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Even though I know some of you don't agree with some of the stuff I'm showing here, but I hope you guys can at least appreciate that I am truly just looking at stuff and trying to be real. I hope you can get that. I'm not pushing any fucking agenda here. That's a lot more than you can say for 90% of people making any kind of content.
This is like the Steele dossier that kickstarted the Russia hoax all over again. The Wall Street Journal refused to show us the letter and conceded they don't even have it in their possession when we asked them to verify the alleged document they're basing their entire fake story on. Then you have Dan Walken saying the amount of people who think publications, the scope of the Wall Street Journal, just put explosive stuff out about a public figure without well-established authentication procedures and running it through a team of lawyers know literally nothing about journalism. Charlie Kirk says this is not how Trump talks at all. I don't believe it, referring to the actual letter's contents. Specifically, people picked up on the idea that Trump says enigma.
Want to try terzepatide?
So this is terzepatide, and it is the number...
Trump is the Riddler. He uses the word enigma all the time. The Russia enigma.
In the writing of it, in fact, Trump writing at all, some people find that hard to believe. J.D. Vance says, forgive my language, but this story is complete and utter bull. The Wall Street Journal should be ashamed of publishing it. Where's the letter?
Trump doesn't know how to write anything but his own name. Of course he didn't write this.
Would you be shocked to learn they never showed it to us before publishing it? Does anyone honestly believe this sounds like Donald Trump? Of course, then you have a response to that where somebody says, Carson's an enigma to me. This is clearly debunking the idea that the word enigma is not in Trump's vocabulary.
Now, Carson's an enigma to me.
So that clearly debunks the idea that he couldn't have written this.
Did he just use the N-word? Trump does talk in riddles. Yeah, he does. LMO. Yeah, I saw you said the Wall Street Journal's been sued before. That's fine. They get sued all the time for lying for political reasons. Ask a Nicholas Sandman, Kyle Rittenhouse, and Donald Trump. Yeah. I realize that, but that doesn't mean that they're lying about this. Guys, this is one of the things where I'm looking at it, and if it's some, look, there's been all kinds of stuff that's been said about Trump and whoever else that you take a look at it and it just does not pass the sniff test at all. And then you go to see at what you try to see what information they have, this news, whatever media outlets building a case about why Trump is this or so-and-so is that, Biden did this, whatever. And you look at it, and I feel like when you're weighing things, I don't think, basically in a roundabout way what I'm getting at, I don't think now is the best time to be betting money and calling bullshit when someone is using some kind of information to tie Donald Trump to Epstein and some bad things he did. You guys think that now's a bad time, huh? It's probably not true, huh? This just completely baseless, right? Okay, let's hope so.
Because enigma wasn't in his vocabulary, it actually is. So from where I'm sitting, the letter is odd, but it also is in line with some of these other letters from people like Lex Wexner. It's also in line with some of the doodles that Trump has publicly made. And it is also in line with Trump's recent odd behavior with the Epstein files, where he keeps setting up the idea that there's this big hoax coming, that there's phony stuff in there. And that actually is the most persuasive piece of evidence, Trump's own behavior in this weird meltdown, more than anything which has convinced me. Because on the one hand,
okay, let's talk about Trump's behavior for just a second. Because this is one thing that I have said the whole time, guys. Now, Trump and Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Bongino, who the fuck ever, keeping the Epstein list or any parts of the Epstein file secret. There's all kinds of different reasons that could be the case, okay? And if you're being most charitable or something, and you ideally, probably best case scenario, what is happening is Donald Trump and Patel, FBI, Pam Bondi, everybody is keeping the Epstein file the list, whatever evidence is in there, whether it's blackmail tapes or whatever it is, they're keeping it secret because it's just like when there is a high-profile murder that's going on and the police do press briefings every fucking day, and they don't give you what they have. They only tell you what they think they can tell you without it compromising the investigation. Right? So that could be the case with Trump and all of this shit. And unfortunately, it just looks bad for Trump because he did hang out with Epstein, and his wife was close friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. Ivana was. And she died mysteriously falling down the stairs. Yes, that's weird too. And the day she died, Trump Jr. posted a video of Donald Trump in a pizza commercial. Very weird stuff. But, ideally, that's the thing, is it just looks bad for Trump, but it really isn't. Trump is actually, they've got all of this blackmail on world leaders and powerful individuals throughout the whole world. And maybe by keeping it secret, Trump can use that as leverage to make good things happen in the world. That is best case scenario. You realize that's like the best possible scenario that could possibly be. But unfortunately, some of Trump's actions to me, guys, and again, I am not pushing any political agenda. You guys, I hope, should know that. I would need to be making major money from somebody to actually come on here and fucking sell my soul. The fact that Trump is talking about stuff being in the Epstein files that is made up and is a hoax, and it's because of Obama and fucking Hillary and Biden, and they put this list together, and and they did the FISA warrant and the Russia, and the this and the that. It just sounds like Trump is trying to discredit whatever's in those files because, number one, he doesn't want them to be released at all. And number two, he knows that there's a possibility that some of it could leak out. And God forbid some of that shows that he is guilty of something. He's already 10 steps ahead by saying it's a hoax and trying to convince all of his supporters to just get over that whole Epstein thing that I campaigned on. Just get over that. Oh, Hillary Clinton, you'd be in jail. It was all a fun little act. It was fun. It was good memeing. But here we are in Trump's second term. We already had a term of the Democrats. They didn't want to release it. And we all imagined why. And we were all hinted at as to why they didn't want to release it. And it was Donald Trump and other MAGA people hinting that, oh, the Epstein files are kept secret because it's all Democrats in there. And everyone, oh yeah, Trump was friends with him, but Trump has his own plane, so he didn't ride on Epstein's plane. And it's like, yeah, okay. And we all, I feel like a lot of people were under the impression we can forgive whatever friendship Trump had with Epstein as long as we get to see the Epstein files, and it'll show Donald Trump helped to prosecute Epstein. We know that that's true. But that's not because Donald Trump got busted doing something fucked up, and so he was basically a government informant to help take out the bigger fish. That's a possibility too, but people were really hopeful that we're going to... Trump has been hinting that we're going to get at it, and even Kash Patel, who's going to be the FBI director, he's telling us we're going to get the files, and he knows it's the head of the FBI who has direct control of the files and all of this. We're going to get to see it. And now here we are. We've sat through years of Trump, more and more information coming to light about how much of a relationship he had with Epstein. Epstein said himself that him and Trump were like best friends. There's all these videos and pictures of them together. Their girlfriends and wives hang out with each other. And it's just like we all dealt with it and said, yeah, okay, but we just know the files are going to come out. He's going to release them, and it'll show that it's just Bill Clinton fucking those kids, and Donald Trump didn't have anything to do with it. And sorry, here we are, and we're just still, unless you want to be called a turncoat, you have to go, oh, we're just moving on, guys. There's more important stuff. Remember those little Christian girls died in Texas because of the flood? We got to move on, guys. I'm sorry. I thought we were hunting pedophiles. What happened to that? What happened to everyone caring about the children that are still alive? Oh no, we closed the border. Now we're locked in here with fucking 10 million illegal immigrants who are fucking raping and killing people and taking jobs, and we're locked in here with the goddamn pedophiles still running everything. But it's okay, guys, because, you know, it's only been 6 months. But Donald Trump, I'm sorry, he's talking like we're never going to see the list. We're not going to get to see all of it. And if you do see stuff that implicates him, it's a hoax. It's something that Biden put in the file. I'm sorry, it's disappointing. I don't know. I just don't know what to say.
There are some things which would tilt in the favor of it not being Trump, right? The very fact that it's a letter, the prose of the letter is a bit strange. And then you also have the fact that, okay, if the DOJ had this during the Biden years, why didn't it come out, right? So that's all pretty compelling until you once again just look at the way Trump has been behaving. I think it strongly suggests that Trump saw something in the Epstein files, was debriefed on something that he was worried about. Whether it was this letter or something else, I don't know. But clearly there's something in those files that he was concerned about being involved with. I think we need a full declassification of these files, except for the CSAM and victims. Now, to the declassifying comment, Donald Trump, based on this, has posted, based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I have asked AG Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam should end right now. And Pam Bondi has said, President Trump, we are ready to move on the court tomorrow to unseal the grand jury transcripts. I think that ultimately it needs to be everything or nothing. You can't give a little bit at this point. With the level of allegations being leveled against our president that he would send
4D chess. Yeah, I'm sorry, and I know some people probably, I see I've lost a few viewers since ranting, and that's fine. Guys, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking suck politician dick for a stream and pretend that it's like honest entertainment. It's not gonna happen. Not here. There's so many, everybody else is doing that. And if that means I'm in a bad algorithm, at least I have my soul. I can lay you guys have no idea how easy I sleep at night. I fall asleep so easy because I'm not selling myself in that way. I have a job. I'm selling my time. I'm not selling my soul, though. What does Bubba think about all this? Bubba's been fucking just about where I am. But Bubba doesn't express as much disappointment as I do. Because he definitely wasn't so in on let's find out who all these people are. We want to know. Protect the children. Bubba, he's pro-abortion. He doesn't care about children. That's a joke. But look, I'm tired of everything that is optically that looks bad for Trump or looks like a mistake or he's fucking up, and people just go, "Oh, it's 4D chess," or like, how many excuses am I supposed to make for shit? I'm sorry, guys. This is just like, it'd be one thing for Trump to do like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge to his supporters and be like, look, you guys, I know you really want to see what's in these files, but we can't show you what's in there. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. And I wish I could show you everything and this and that. I campaigned on it, and I apologize. Now that I know the gravity of the situation, I cannot proceed the way that I promised that I could. That is so beyond Trump. He just went straight towards, it's a hoax. I'm not releasing anything. It's a hoax, and if you believe it, you're no longer I'm not your friend anymore.
Pretty incriminating letters to the world's most notorious pedophile. Now, again, before he was arrested the first time, right? But given the letter's contents, given that they're doing so much, they're going to be suing the Wall Street Journal over this, to deny it, I think, if it turns out to be true, is devastating.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
I mean, totally.
That's what I need to do for work. Sell knives.
Totally devastating and horrific.
Sell knives to black kids.
And no one should defend it if it's true. And
I'll call them track knives. You take them to track meets.
And that's what we need to find out at this point. So I think the answer is clearly that, yes, I would love the Wall Street Journal to release this photo if they have it in their possession, if they can release it from their source. And I would love for the DOJ to declassify the actual relevant pieces of this whole thing, because the absolutely central piece of evidence in this whole story are these letters, which are in a leather-bound album and supposedly in the DOJ's possession. That's clearly not going to be a grand jury transcript.
What did they call them? You guys remember when we were going through, you remember we were reading their list. The DOJ had a list of the stuff they confiscated from one of the Epstein's properties, I think, and they had it all cataloged, and they had a name for these leather-bound things. We had to Google it because it kept saying, I forget what they called it.
That's going to be one of the pieces of evidence they collected from Epstein or Maxwell. And so that is a different category altogether. So I think given that, it's hard to see this as anything other than a distraction from what is actually relevant here, which is, does this album exist? Yes or no? Show us the evidence, right? Show us the physical evidence. Instead, this is just going to get people riled up because it's an Epstein release, but it's guaranteed by definition not to have the evidence one way or another. A transcript is not going to have a piece of physical evidence. And we need to demand answers on that, because either it exists or it doesn't. And if it does exist, that's a huge problem. If it doesn't, for the Wall Street Journal, that's a huge problem. And I'm really not sure which we are going to get first. All I know is that if you are looking from the outside, I would highly recommend that you don't just dismiss things based on a quick, hot Twitter take. There's a lot to this story that is corroborating, and also we need more evidence on before we can really make up their mind. I see a lot of people have just already written it off as completely true or completely false. I think they're not thinking through the implications of, if this is true, how really crazy it would be if we live in that world. And then also the people who are dismissing it as false right away, you're not really thinking through, like, you might be defending a right? That is one of the outcomes that...
Hey, chat, careful. Careful, chat. You might be defending a child effer.
Could be true here. We don't know. And again, even if it is true, we don't know what is meant by things like, may every day be another wonderful secret. When calling Jeffrey Epstein a pal, we wouldn't know what that meant.
Junior Coltrane, you realize multiple victims named other people that were at the island and stuff. You realize Virginia Giuffre said that Trump was involved? Do you guys realize that? Virginia Giuffre mentioned Donald Trump and said that he was at whatever places she was at. I don't think she said... do we have to look it up? Hold on. Um, See, this is a thing that's not even like, bro, I swear to God, I saw this somewhere that she mentioned Trump being involved in some fucking nefarious way. Hold on a second. If I really have to search this hard, I will, I guess. Um Yeah, she was recruited from Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Um Bro, I see this is one of those this is another thing. You guys remember I had trouble finding stuff talking about Trump's ex-wife and her involvement with Ghislaine Maxwell, but I was able to find it eventually. Hold on. Well, anyway, Junior Coltrane, that's fucking Virginia Giuffre, or Guffrey, however the fuck you pronounce it, did name Prince Andrew. There are other people that have been named. There are other officials that have been named by victims. That's not even like, if you don't know that, then you just haven't, you're ignorant.
But yeah, it's just stunning. So this report, you absolutely have to watch it. We're going to have a lot more in the coming days to try to validate it or falsify it, and we'll see which one happens first. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm prepared to say at this moment.
What if your dog was 3% of its actual size?
Then I'd smash it with my foot. All right, I'm on another tab at the moment. Bro, I mean, Here, let me get you guys on this tab with me. Donald Trump reacts to Virginia Giuffre's death.
About deals with India. Can you commit that nobody on your financial team was giving any type of tips to Wall Street executives?
Oh, that's asking him about something else. President Donald Trump has said the death of Jeffrey Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre was a very sad situation. Why is it so sad? I mean, the whole Epstein thing was a hoax, right? Why is it sad when some crazy woman who said she was a part of a hoax dies? Why is that so sad? Giuffre, 41, died by this, which is probably not true, on Friday in Neargrabby, Australia, where she had lived for several years, her family said. Newsweek has approached the White House and representatives of Giuffre's family for comment. Why it matters. Giuffre has been outspoken about being a victim of this kind of abuse, alleging in lawsuits that she was recruited and groomed by Ghislaine Maxwell for Epstein to have sex with his wealthy and powerful friends. Huh, funny. That doesn't just say to have sex with Epstein. She said Epstein and his wealthy, powerful friends. Interesting. Wow. Almost seems like there should be a list or something. In her most prominent suit, Giuffre alleged that she was forced to have sex with UK's Prince Andrew in London, New York, and the US Virgin Islands in 2001. Virgin Islands? I think there's someone that has an island over there. Oh yeah, it's Epstein, isn't it? The prince has repeatedly and vehemently denied the allegations. In 2022, he settled the lawsuit out of court for an undisclosed sum. What to know? The president was asked by reporters at an airport in New Jersey for his response to Giuffre's death. He said, "It was a very sad situation, the whole thing. It's sad. It's all a hoax. It's so sad because it's a hoax." According to a Monday report, that whole situation is very sad. Her and others, he added. Certainly, that's a horrible thing because it's just a hoax. It's so sad because she died over a hoax. So sad. I wish her well. On April 26, Donald Trump Jr. posted a link on X, formerly Twitter, to a news story describing Giuffre as an Epstein accuser who had committed that. He wrote, "Oh, come on. What? Oh, I guess he's saying she didn't off herself." Trump Jr. also reposted a newly viral social media post by Giuffre from 2019 in which she said she was not feeling like doing this. Too many evil people want to see me quieted. Trump Jr. later wrote, "This is wild," as he shared an old post by Giuffre in which she said, "I am making it publicly known that in no way, shape, or form do I feel like doing that." Taking my own, pressing my own deletion button. "I have made this known to my therapist and GP. If something happens to me, in the sake of my family, do not let this go away and help me protect them. Too many evil people." The post by Giuffre's reel dates back to December 2019, a month after Andrew sat down for an interview with the BBC. God damn it, I have a shitty connection right now. Richie April, fake letter. Fake letter, bro. All right. Shall we pull up? I guess I'll bring up. What you're saying? No. Okay. I don't think. I forget what the fuck. Guys, I see too much stuff about all this. I don't remember what the fuck I see. But she said she I don't remember what context or anything, but I remember there being something about him being involved. But I mean, she was recruited from Trump's place. You don't think that that's like a little bit, like along the same lines of Lex Wexner's bitches from Victoria's Secret ending up involved with the Epstein stuff too? That doesn't seem like a parallel. That chicks from Mar-a-Lago end up being victims of Epstein. Okay. All right, let me get you guys back on this YouTube tab with me so we can check out. Let's watch what's James O'Keefe, because there's this, I don't know where this video's on a weird yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah. This is incredible. It's great to be back here. I don't have the bulletproof vest on. I'm just wearing the cross today, so hopefully that protects me. Because we tend to make a lot of enemies.
Woo! Jesus! Let's hope God protects me like he protected Donald Trump from that fake bullet.
He's telling the truth, don't we? You can tell a man's virtues by his enemies and his vices by his friends. Thank you, Charlie Kirk, for having me. I got a lot to get through in 20 minutes. Thank you, everyone. This is incredible. One of the largest crowds I've ever seen. It's my 10th year at Turning Point. And I'm going to tell you about Jeffrey Epstein. So, some news last night as I was flying in. I saw the news regarding Dan Bongino resigning from the FBI. I saw the collision between Pam Bondi, Bongino, Kash Patel, stuff happening. I want to tell you a little story, take you behind the scenes, take you undercover as we try to ascertain what's really going on. Why do they always tell the truth only in private? Why do they not?
Okay, so James O'Keefe is going to show, this is some of his footage with, he had some undercover people talk to Pam Bondi, and this is really where the news broke, where Pam Bondi, I think, first publicly admitted that there are thousands or tens of thousands of videos of Jeffrey Epstein or whatever. I don't know if she specifies that they're of Epstein, but they're Epstein's videos, that there are tens of thousands of them.
Say the quiet part publicly, but maybe they say it privately. Let me take you back to the month of April. This is April 28th in a restaurant in Washington, D.C. This is the Attorney General of the United States talking to someone. They recorded it, sent it to us, talking about tens of thousands of videos.
Do you know when the Epstein files are going to get released?
We hope soon. The FBI's been.
Okay.
So.
Any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tons and thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
Now, we sent the Attorney General an email requesting comment. This is on May the 1st. A couple days after the 28th, we quoted what she had said, tens of thousands of videos of little kids, not something that's been reported publicly. After we sent the email, suddenly we saw this at the White House.
James Comer said yesterday that all the Epstein files are missing. We still haven't heard from you.
No, the FBI, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn.
It seemed to mirror quite identically what we had captured just 9 days prior.
Yeah, and it's all with little kids. There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn.
Something didn't seem to add up. It raised questions.
So notice here too that that's not the same thing, right? In the undercover footage where she's privately talking with somebody, she tells them it's tens of thousands of videos that they're having to go through. Then she says later, the implication is that these videos involve something Epstein is doing. But then later she goes, oh, well, it's tens of thousands of videos and it's all Jeffrey Epstein banging kids, and or it's just other CP that, you know, it's just stuff involving kids. And it's like, okay, well, number one, yeah, that's two different things. And then number two, why, like, I don't know, where is all of the, if this is just, you know, naughty child material, the way she's saying it this second time sounds like she's saying it's just some stuff Epstein found online somewhere and downloaded. But that's like, the fact of there being tens of thousands of videos that Epstein has, we already know he had all those fucking cameras and stuff. That's not, you know, that doesn't account for saying that he just downloaded some stuff. That doesn't account for his camera footage, right? There's got to be a bunch of videos of footage from his house, his mansion, and the fucking island and whatever. There's a reason there's fucking cameras everywhere in there, and we're not going to see, because now they're claiming, oh, it's just CP material that he, you know, got online and downloaded it, so we save that with the Epstein tapes of him and whatever. It's just like, it just seems like they're muddying the water so hard.
The questions for me and my team was, and this is not an easy story for us to publish, is why share that with someone at a restaurant but not share it with the American people first? We also saw this on Joe Rogan.
No, we're giving you everything we have.
And is there video from the island?
Not of what you want.
But is there footage?
If there was footage of anyone doing anything else, we would have opened a case.
There are tens of thousands of videos. Yeah, and it's all with little kids.
Something doesn't seem to be adding up. Now, the Department of Justice issued this statement, which you probably all saw this week. There's no client list. There's no evidence of any blackmail. And there's no evidence that could predicate an investigation against anybody else. There's no story. There's no evidence. Now, listen, as a reporter, as a journalist, I can always tell you, there's always a story. It's just a question of to what degree. But to see the government tell us there's no story, it just doesn't seem to add up. And I'm a little biased on this issue because I myself, my team, as you know, have been raided by the FBI. Granted, it was the previous administration that did this. You're looking...
Dude, it is so crazy that they are just going to outright say, like, oh, there's no way there's any charges on anybody else. This was just a guy who had all kinds of high-profile people he was involved with and whatever, and you know what? There ain't even anything worth investigating. You know, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was a trafficker, a human trafficker, her husband has a company called Cargo Metrics, where they use AI and shipping containers to ship stuff in fucking completely almost uncharted waters in fucking Antarctica and shit. A human trafficker's husband that has a company called Cargo Metrics where they use shipping containers and AI so that people don't have to be involved in shipping the stuff. And there's nothing else to investigate, guys. There's no one else that could possibly be involved.
At a search warrant, the FBI taking battering rams to our doors a couple years ago.
I'm sorry, so what is this regarding? This is the search warrant. Open up.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. They go after teachers. They go after mothers. They go after journalists in the United States of America under the flimsiest of pretenses, often a pretext, often a false pretense, and they lie about it. They ruffle through our notes. They go through, and by the way, the previous Attorney General expressly forbid this. Even the liberal news media was against it at the time that it happened. But this administration did get around to releasing the affidavit, the probable cause. The case is now closed. In my case, they closed the case and they had to release what's called an affidavit.
So, dude, I have been, and this is just for the record, guys. I don't want someone, to think I'm just like trying to skew things to make myself look right or something. I've been looking up for the Virginia Giuffre. I may be mixing her up with one of the other victims, okay? But I know that there were victims that implicated Trump. There are Epstein victims that implicated Trump with some kind of wrongdoing. I'm finding, though, a quote that's supposed to be from Virginia Giuffre that says, "I don't think Donald Trump participated in anything." So that's just for the record. I know some people, Richie April and Junior Coltrane, are going to absolutely eat that up. But that's just showing that I'm being honest here. Who is the other victim, though? There was another, like the second most. I don't remember the names of the Epstein victims that have been verified, but one of them, I forget the last name of the one bitch. I have to look it up more.
David, that is the justification for the search warrant, the probable cause. Thankfully, hopefully, we'll now see who lied to the FBI. We'll see the transparency. We'll get the accountability. But when they released this affidavit, this probable cause, they redacted every single word. You are looking at the justification for the raid of my newsroom. The Department of Justice right now could wave their magic wand and show you what's behind these black lines. Does the public right to know?
Okay, guys, people are saying Stormy Daniels. Yeah, that's really funny. No, so it's, I found it. So it's Maria Farmer. In July of 2025, Maria Farmer, an early accuser of Jeffrey Epstein, stated that she urged law enforcement decades ago to investigate high-profile individuals in Epstein's circle, including Donald Trump. She claims to have reported this in 96 and in 2006 during FBI interviews. In 2016, an anonymous plaintiff using the pseudonym Katie Johnson filed a lawsuit accusing both Trump and Epstein of rizaping her in 1994 when she was 13. Lawsuit was dismissed and I think settled.
Outweigh whatever marginal concern the FBI has to protect their confidential informants. And by the way, it's a crime to lie to the FBI. This is over the Biden diary stuff. Did actually Biden lie to the FBI? If you or I lied to the FBI, we'd be in trouble. In fact, the only thing that wasn't redacted on...
Junior Coltrane says 2005 or 2025. I smell BS. You're saying because she talked about that in July of 2025? Yeah, because she is citing. You'd have to go back, and I don't think the FBI, they don't record interrogations and stuff. The FBI just takes notes and then they fucking try to throw that at you in court to quote you, but they don't. From what I've heard about stuff Bubba's talked about and different shit, even Brian Matroni, one of Bubba's attorneys, I think verified this, that the FBI doesn't generally record interrogations. So in court, it's like their word against yours and stuff. So I don't think we could have evidence, but Maria Farmer claims in all the way back in 96 and 2006, she told the FBI to investigate Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein.
This document was a footnote that said, based upon my training and experience, I have learned, this is an FBI agent talking, that cell phones are capable of sending emails. This is just bizarre. Even the ACLU protested this. This is another liberal organization defending me in federal court. This is just bananas. What does it mean to be liberal anymore? What does it?
Yeah, so in case anyone isn't exactly what you're aware of, I mean, you should be following James O'Keefe. You should be aware of what's going on with him. But he was raided and he got the, I guess the warrant. Their probable cause in this warrant is completely redacted. It's just a whole page with black lines. He posted it like a week ago or something like that.
I mean to be conservative anymore. I consider myself a constitutionalist. I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in the Fourth Amendment. And I believe in the public's right to know. So let's go back to this. Department of Justice statement this week. Much of the material is subject to sealing. We need to protect victims. Well, I'm all about protecting victims, and I don't believe we should publish any child pornography. But this did not expose any additional third parties to allegations of illegal wrongdoing. By show of hands, how many of you think that's a lie? 100% of you. I mean, this is crazy. So. I'm announcing, and I have announced previously, but I'm going to release some new information here on stage with you today. It's time to take matters into our own hands. If we can't get transparency, then we need to be the change that we seek. We need to have people come to us, sources on the inside, brave people, often speaking out of turn, and we released images. These were images given to us by people in the government, people who don't trust the government. First, we got some images inside the Epstein temple, never before seen. Very strange stuff.
Ooh, let's take a look inside the temple. Steve Jackson, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us on the stream. Funny thing is you guys still think you have a choice. Have a choice in what? Didn't you see the opening of the stream? You think I have a choice in anything? I'm just riding the waves, son. I'm just holding on for this ride. I ain't driving. I ain't steering this thing.
Including something on the ceiling. We were trying to decipher what that was. Then we got images inside his library, including on his blackboard. I presume the FBI has all this. Strange things, power, deception, various words. A lot of people online trying to decipher or crack the code. We even got images inside his bedroom. Next to his bed table, there was a phone. On the phone, there was a series of names. Karina, Darren, Rich, Mike. I wonder if any of these people know what happened with all this child stuff that happened. We even were able to find out the names of these people by doing some research. His last girlfriend, his advisor, his lawyer. You're trying to tell me that none of these people had any knowledge about any illegal activity. But I think it's time for us to just hear directly from FBI agents. What do you guys think?
This is silly, silly stuff.
You know, I have an idea. What if we launch something?
Did you guys hear the one black girl in the crowd? Did you guys just hear her? She said, "Go Janes!" Did you guys hear the one black person that Turning Point paid to show up here? I'm just kidding. Listen for this bitch.
Hear directly from FBI agents. What do you guys think?
Did you hear her? Go James! Let's hear it again. I like that soul. She got soul.
Hear directly from FBI agents. What do you guys think?
Go James! That's funny. They got one black person to show up to this, guys.
You know, I have an idea. What if we launch something called FBI Leaks? How about that? How about we release audio and video? Listen, you know, whether they come to me on the record or off the record, they tend to be more...
The fur on the back of my chair fell and nobody fucking said anything. You guys don't even like me. Fucking scumbags. Good thing I mopped this floor yesterday.
More honest off the record, so perhaps we need to publish what they're saying off the record. We have to do that. And in our first video, released right now online, we're going to release the Deputy National Intelligence Officer of the FBI, whose name is Rami Hassan, and he's talking about the Epstein case, and he says, "I'm with the FBI, quote, it's a shit show."
Why do we have all these like Indian people working for the FBI? Is this the H-1B1 deal?
And this is, I'm just going to play a little clip. You can find the rest of it online.
I'm with FBI. This is a show.
Small coincidence, but
I'm with FBI.
He also talks about that you can kind of see where law enforcement kind of either turned a blind eye or missed things. This man is a director, and he's saying law enforcement turned a blind eye. The question is, what did they turn a blind eye to? And I'm calling on everyone on the inside with knowledge of the situation to come out, to tell the truth, because we, the American people, have a right to know.
Yeah, guys. I just, this goes kind of in line with what I was saying, what I've said a few times since all of this no list shit has been hitting the fan. It's just like, there's too much here that just says it's a complete pipe dream to even think we're gonna get access to anything like what we want in this. And again, I'm willing to consider that maybe there is some positive reason that they could be keeping all of this secret, and that it could actually make the world a better place for them to be able to keep it all classified and do more of an investigation and whatever. But guys, it doesn't sound like they are. But would they even tell us? You know, there's just like, really, Trump put him, this is Trump's own fault. You put yourself in a trick bag. You promised us the impossible. You promised the citizens of the United States the impossible. And here you are in office, and now you're trying to convince us that it's nothing, that you guys are focused on the wrong thing, even though he has been diverting our focus to that here and there while he campaigned and everything. Now he's saying we got tricked by Democrats. It's not because I was talking about it. It's because you guys got tricked by Democrats. I mean, I would love to just say, okay, look, guys, Trump said they still have to investigate some stuff, and we'll see some other people get busted. So let's just wait it out. No, instead he's like, there's nothing to see here. And if you hear that my name's in there, it was something made up by the Democrats. All right, bro. Cool. Yeah, we'll just move on and talk about the economy and the flooding in Texas. That's enough for me. Let's just move right along. So let me get to. So I saved a few things. Now, what is her fucking name? The crazy Republican bitch. Who's thick? The thick blonde lady. What's her name? QAnon, thick blonde lady. Crazy lady. I'm trying to find a clip on my Instagram page. Give me 1 second, guys. Did that shit get deleted? You gotta be kidding me. We might come back to that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, thank you. God, I was having a Biden-like stroke. Marjorie Taylor Greene was actually, I saw a video of her talking about how the whole Epstein thing is a distraction from Trump's fucking crazy crypto shit. Centralized digital currency and all that. The Genius Act. I don't know where I saved this though, damn it. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 minute. You know, sometimes I get on here and I think I'm like, oh yeah, I have this in this spot and whatever, or I can get to it real quick. Really? Hold on, guys. Let me go here. Holy fuck, guys. I think it got deleted. See, this is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. I know it had to be Twitter or Instagram, and I don't have it in either spot. I know I saved it. Oh my god, this is bullshit. Here, let me see if I can find this another way. I'll go back here. Yeah, how the fuck do you spell her name? Marjorie? Okay, here's a clip. I think this isn't what I found. Let me get you guys on this tab.
Let me inform you about a vote that I'm very concerned about. The Genius Act that the Senate passed, President Trump is demanding we pass it in the House. The Genius Act has a backdoor capability into a central bank digital currency. And they're having a second vote on the ban on central bank digital currency. That should be included in the Genius Act. That should be a part of the Genius Act. It should not be separate. And my concern, Steve, is the Genius Act will pass, and this opens the door for a central bank digital currency. So there's things happening extremely fast, and these are things that regular Americans just are largely against. We don't want a central bank digital currency. We don't want a future government or administration that can turn our bank account on and off and take our tax money without our agreement. Just take it straight out of our bank account. And this is we want to support a future with digital currency, stable coin, crypto. I know there's a lot of people that want that stuff, but this has to be done the right way. And I'm very concerned about this bill and the fact that we're lacking a ban on CBDC.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is cut short or what, but the original video I saw was her. I think this is from the clip I saw before, but earlier in this clip, she says that the Epstein files, all of the focus on that has been a distraction from this Genius Act. Here, let me get you guys off this for just a second. I want to scroll down, and Twitter is just too risky. You guys are going to see some titties bouncing or something. Here, yeah, let me get you back up here. I found another deal I want to watch. This might have been the clip I was thinking about. Hold on, let's see, guys.
I want to lay this out straight for you all. You never thought in your lifetime that the government would shut you down, would close your churches, would close your schools, would close your business. And that happened only a few years ago. But what is happening today is the groundwork is being laid, and it's all in the name of cryptocurrency and stablecoin. But it is the entire regulatory process to switch us from cash to a cashless society to digital currency that can be controlled by the federal government. And there will be no ban on a central bank digital currency. There will be no way to protect your ability to fully control your digital currency in the future. And I'm voting no to this today. I don't know if there'll be any other no votes on the Republican side, but I'm voting no to this because I'm a Christian and I've read the Bible and I believe what Revelations 13, 16 through 17 says. And I just cannot vote for a future system that will do that.
Dude. Hold on, guys. Here, let's see. Let's go to, this is the White House's website. Let's go to that and take a little peek at this. We'll do a little, I promise we got some funny videos to look at with this guy trolling some MAGA supporters. It's actually funny, guys. So you got to stick around for that. But let's take a quick look at this before we start having too much fun. Fact sheet: President Donald J. Trump signs Genius Act into law. So that's, we can get through this in a couple minutes. Here we go. And then We'll see what other places have to say about it. Making America the leader in digital assets. Today, President Donald J. Trump signed the Genius Act into law, a historic piece of legislation that will pave the way for the United States to lead the global digital currency revolution. Javi, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us again. How's it going? Yo, what a fucking way to pass a bill like this. Focus on Epstein while we centralized your Bitcoin. I know. Guys, our currency, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. We've just been so long. We've been playing with fake pretend fucking monopoly money. Now they want to go into fake pretend digital money where they can just, they can just fucking drain it all. Next time they need a bailout of $1 billion worth of banks throwing money around, they just drain our fucking accounts. Guys, we can't function without these bankers. Gotta give all your money to them. Sorry, guys. Okay. The Genius Act prioritizes consumer protection, strengthens the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status, and bolsters our national security. Genius Act will make America the undisputed leader in digital assets, bringing massive investments and innovation to our country, protecting the consumer in the digital market. President Trump supports the Genius Act because it protects consumers from nefarious actors in financial markets, but not within your government. This long overdue legislation creates the first ever federal regulatory system for stablecoins, ensuring the stability and trust through strong reserve requirements. The Genius Act requires 100% reserve backing with liquid assets like U.S. dollar or short-term treasuries, and requires issuers to make monthly public disclosures of the composition of reserves. Stablecoin issuers must comply with strict marketing rules to protect consumers from deceptive practices. Crucially, they are forbidden from making misleading claims that their stablecoins are backed by U.S. government, federally insured, or legal tender. The Genius Act aligns state and federal stablecoin frameworks, ensuring fair and consistent regulations throughout the country. In the event of insolvency of stablecoin issuer, the Genius Act prioritizes stablecoin holders' claims over all the creditors, ensuring a final backstop of consumer protection. Currency status. Okay. Ensuring U.S. dollar global reserve currency status by driving demand for U.S. Treasuries, stablecoin will play a crucial role in ensuring the continued global dominance of the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Yeah. Genius Act will generate increased demand for U.S. debt and cement the dollar's status as the global reserve currency by requiring stablecoin issuers to back their assets with treasuries and U.S. dollars. Additionally, Genius Act will play a key role in attracting more digital asset activity to the country by providing clear rules and promoting responsible innovation in the stablecoin market. All right, we're almost to the bottom. Combating illicit activity, and then we're going to take a look at something else. Combating illicit activity in digital assets through regulation and registration of stablecoin issuers, along with the coordination with the Treasury Department on sanctions enforced, the Genius Act reinforces our national security. Genius Act explicitly subjects stablecoin users to the Bank Secrecy Act, thereby clearly obligating them to establish effective anti-money laundering and sanction compliance programs with risk assessments, sanctions list verification, and consumer identification. This legislation improves the Treasury Department's ability to combat illicit stablecoin activities by enhancing its sanctions, evasion, and money laundering enforcement capabilities. All stablecoin issuers must possess the technical capability to seize, freeze, or burn payment stablecoin coins when legally required and must comply with lawful orders to do so. Burn that money. Burn it. Burn it. Delivering on promise to make America the crypto capital of the world. President Trump is fulfilling his campaign his campaign promise to position America as the global leader in cryptocurrency. President Trump promised to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, emphasizing the need to embrace digital assets to drive economic growth and technological leadership. In his first week in office, President Trump signed an executive order to promote United States leadership in digital assets. In March, President Trump signed an executive order to establish strategic Bitcoin reserve and U.S. digital asset stockpile, positioning the United States as a leader among nations in government digital asset strategy. Last paragraph here. President Trump has long been a proponent of the Genius Act, saying it is going to make America the undisputed leader in digital assets. Nobody will do it better. It is pure genius. Digital assets are the future, and our nation is going to own it. We are talking about massive investment and big innovation. The House will hopefully move lightning fast and pass a clean Genius Act. Get it to my desk ASAP. No delays, no add-ons. This is American brilliance at its best, and we are going to show the world how to win with digital assets like never before. Oh, wow, Junior Coltrane. This is one promise I wish Trump didn't keep. Oh, well. We're getting it anyway. Okay. So, yeah, so people are talking about corruption concerns. The current version of the Genius Act leaves consumers exposed to scams, fraud, and abuse. All right, let's take a look. It says critics warned. Let's take a look at this. See what this is about. Is this? Hold on. Bro, these videos are so stupid. Get an AI voice to read this or something. Why even have this video on the article if you're just going to make me read the words on the video that are probably right here in the article? What is the point? Is this really just all a bunch of, yeah, read this. Hey, now read this. Read this. And then scroll down and read it all again in the article. No, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Senate voted 68-30 late Tuesday to pass the Genius Act, a bill that aims to regulate some cryptocurrencies. The bill faced some Democrat opposition over President Donald Trump's cryptocurrency ventures, but it ultimately garnered support from 18 Democrats, including Senator Cory Booker, Adam Schiff, who just told Trump to go F himself for some reason on the last night of the Colbert Show. The industry-backed measure establishes rules targeting stablecoin, a type of cryptocurrency pegged to the value of another asset, often the US dollar. Okay. Well, if it's a cryptocurrency pegged to the value of the US dollar, it shouldn't be called a stablecoin. Let's just be real. Proponents hailed the bill as a means of protecting consumers and setting industry standards, which could allow such crypto coins to become a mainstream tool for digital payments and other financial instruments. Critics warn, however, the bill fails to address conflict of interest concerns exemplified by Trump, and it risks endangering consumers and wider economy with a weak set of rules. All right, we'll come back to this exemplified. Let's see what else they say in this. Oh, this is pretty long. It's not that bad. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Okay. This sets the stage for these assets to go mainstream, some motherfucker at MIT said, who supports the measure, told ABC News. Here's what to know about the Genius Act and what it means for you. What's the Genius Act? Genius Act concerns the issuance and exchange of stablecoin, a form of digital currency backed by another currency. Stablecoin are designed to be less volatile than other forms of cryptocurrency, which can experience a large price swing and in turn pose difficulty for individuals using them to facilitate a purchase or sale. The bill sets rules for stablecoin issuers, including a mandate that firms hold a reserve of assets underlying the cryptocurrency. The stipulation aims to protect consumers who otherwise risk a failure to cash out their holdings in the event of rapid, widespread offloading of coins. In a separate effort to safeguard consumers, the measure would require issuers to grant coin holders priority for payment in the event of a bankruptcy. The measure also mandates issuers abide by some anti-money laundering rules and anti-terrorism sanctions. Oh boy. So yeah, if sounds like if you're a Democrat, they're going to say you're a terrorist and then empty your bank account. Sounds like fun. What do supporters and critics say about the Genius Act? Supporters of Genius Act applaud the measure as a first of its kind effort to formalize a key segment of the cryptocurrency industry, offering safeguards for consumers, allowing entry for conventional financial firms, and growing the digital currency market. This opens the floodgates, Catalini said. You'll see entry by many issuers. Consumers will all have more choices. This will bring more competition and innovation in payments. The new rule takes the onus off of consumers to discern between good and bad actors within the stablecoin sector, instead opening up competition between firms based on the quality of their products. It becomes a game of who can deliver better use cases and features to consumers and businesses the fastest. Critics of the measure, however, say it amounts to an industry-friendly set of weak regulations that fail to adequately protect consumers and police illicit trading of stablecoins. While a strong stablecoin bill is the best possible outcome, this weak bill is worse than no bill at all, Elizabeth Warren said. Critics say the shortcomings of the bill are exemplified by its inability to address conflict of interest concern raised by Trump's dealings in stablecoin. In March, Trump-backed crypto firm World Liberty Financial issued a stablecoin USD1. An Abu Dhabi-based investment firm earlier this month used the stablecoin to make $2 million investment in crypto exchange Binance, putting Trump's company in position to profit from the deal. Trump has denied any wrongdoing. Huh. Bill featured a stipulation that would prohibit any member of Congress or senior executive branch official from issuing a payment stablecoin product during their time in public service. Still, Warren said the measurement inadequately protects against concerns raised by Trump's venture. This bill provides even more opportunity to reward buyers of Trump's coins with favors like tariffs. This is exactly what I was talking about, guys. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream with Trump's fucking crypto bullshit that he's using or that other people are investing in to use as an opportunity to get favors. All right, so we're done with this article. We got all the way through. All right, guys. Well, that's looking promising. All right, let me try to find this fucking funny ass guy on Instagram. Where is this guy? He's funny as fuck. Where is this fucking guy? Guys, I have so many good things saved that we need to get to. I can't wait. Okay, let me get you guys on this tab with me. You got to see this. This guy's pretty funny. Grando, did I miss the Obama AI video? No, we haven't even gotten to that yet. This is the last of the stuff that I wanted to get to tonight, though. After we get through these guys' videos, if we still have time, it's not too late, we might take a look at that. In fact, I promise I'll try to find it. I'll make sure. We're going to be off before 11. So, bro, this fucking guy, I've seen a bunch of videos of this guy. He goes and just fucks with these fucking Trump supporters, and it is so funny. I know some people aren't going to be happy with me playing this. I'm sorry. It is funny.
Let's get a baton. Do something crazy, you're MAGA people. Do something crazy tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a funny, and you got us feeling all right.
We're all in a mood for a felony, and you got us feeling all right. This, guys, I know a good parody song when I hear it. This guy's good. This guy's got it.
He's touching me. That's harassment. That's a felony. You can't touch me next to the cowboy MAGA lady. The party of free speech and First Amendment rights has weapons, and they intimidate. Get the MAGA village people over here. Give me that slap on the bum. Can you? I see it now. Let's get a baton. Do something crazy, you're MAGA people.
Hold on, let's go to this guy's page. Bro, this one's funny.
I'm Gary the Guantanamo.
Guys, this song is good. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Oh, Gator, I love you. There's no need to keep trying to push me. Jeffrey Epstein plane. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane.
Look how mad. Trump is on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. Dude, this guy, his voice is extra annoying. I think that's why I like it a lot, too. It's super annoying. It's super annoying, but it's, like, on point.
He was chasing around young girls, putting ketchup on his ear.
Putting ketchup on his ear?
South of here. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane.
Look how mad! Look how mad! Oh my God. This is the face of someone who has made their whole personal identity being a MAGA supporter, being a Trump guy. This is when you've poured your whole life, your whole identity is being a Trump supporter, and someone dares to mention that Trump was friends with Epstein. This is what it looks like right here.
I'm Gary the Guantanamo Gator. I love you. There's no need to keep trying to push me.
He's on the fucking ground twerking. I like this guy.
Jeffrey Epstein plane. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. He was chasing around young girls, putting ketchup on his ear. South of here.
I fucking love this guy. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's see what else we got.
Everybody's so crazy, forcing women to have babies. Most women come here for birth control. Some are here for a pap smear. Only 5% are pregnant. Only 5% are pregnant. With my hands in the air, they're playing my song. Force, purpose away. With my hands in the air, they're playing my song. Force, purpose away. Saying, hey, there's a party at Planned Parenthood.
Oh, that song's not as good, guys. This isn't his best work. I like the Billy Joel MAGA. I like that one. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Angry people.
Trump went on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. Trump went on the Epstein plane. Trump went on the
Oh, fuck.
Hey, it's the Guantanamo Gator, Robbie Roadsteamer here. Had a great time singing about the Jeffrey Epstein plane
He's got a tampon on his ear for the blood.
at the Charlie Kirk turning point. This ball washer of pumpkin spice Satan over here started trying to start things with me. Kept bumping into me, tried to jump kick me, the Karate Clan kid over here, KKK. And later on, hit the counter protest and started antagonizing them. Let's meet the magic man himself right.
Bro, I'm sorry. I will call out cringe on all sides. It is so cringe to be somebody at a fucking pro-Trump rally that's this mad that someone else wants to critique Donald Trump. This is just like beyond cringe.
Right now, Mr. Ben Schreffler.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Glasses upside down on the hat. Needs some facial hair to make his head look like it's not a toe. Look at this guy.
Why are you doing this to us? Are you jealous of my singing?
Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane.
Because you're singing hits like this?
What heights of love, what depths of peace.
I think I like the other guy's voice better. This is trash.
When fears are still.
Oh, God. When fears are still.
Barry Manilow over here.
Barry Manilow.
Hey, it's the one.
That's good shit. This guy's funny.
Oh, we got ICE here. Let's lock up all the immigrants, all the trans, all the women who don't want to give birth. I'm Gary the Guantanamo Gator. We love Led Zeppelin, right?
Let's do it.
Been a long time since I see the Jeffrey Epstein list, oh boy. I kick out my shoes and I want the Jeffrey Epstein list. Let me see the 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 list.
It's the guy who just kicks people for no reason.
Being a good boy.
Yeah, thank you for kicking me 100 times. You got that on camera too.
Being a good boy.
Why are you wearing skinny jeans? Come on.
That's gay. There's no nut huggers.
Oh, we got ICE here. Let's lock up all the immigrants, all the trans.
Let me see that list. Let me see that list. Let me see that list. Let me see that motherfucking list. It looks like he sells butt plugs with his daughter. No, that is true. This guy almost looks a little bit like Rabbi Shmuley. You got a point, Scott.
All the women who don't want to give birth. I'm Gary the Guantanamo Gator. We love Led Zeppelin, right?
Let's do it.
Been a long time since I see the Jeffrey Epstein list. Oh.
It's funny too because it's bad. The lyrics are so bad that it's actually good.
Boy, I kick out my shoes and I want the Jeffrey Epstein list. Let me see the 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 list.
I fucking love this guy. This is really good. Oh, wait, storming Charlie Kirk as an alligator.
Russell, great to see you. Grateful to be here.
I'm not Gary the Guantanamo Gator. Charlie, you've been avoiding me for the baby.
Thank you.
Don't touch me, though. We can do this with love. Charlie,
This is important. It's the Guantanamo Gator. Charlie, I want to follow up on some of the Guantanamo Gators questions. Keep talking. This is good.
why won't you debate me, Charlie?
And why don't you debate it?
Charlie, you and me in a steel cage SummerSlam.
He's perfectly reasonable. Debate him now. Why do you keep...
Trump was on the Jeffrey and Epstein plane. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein.
Now, no one told me about the Guantanamo Gator.
Russell Brand is good. He's really good. He's good at making someone else's joke his joke. It's good stuff.
Just so reasonable. We should have kept the conversation going. Russell, great to see you. Grateful to be here.
Okay.
Welcome to Charlie Kirk Turning Point. I'm Gary the Guantanamo Gator. Hell yeah. We're putting all the trans, all the migrants into a beautiful prison in southern Florida. Some say trans is just a distract from the corporations stealing our paycheck. I want to get high with MAGA friends and talk about the corporation stealing our checks. Ow! Oh, man. Brother, I thought we were going to smoke together. I thought, whoa, he's got the kick on me. No, I have a right to sing. Hell yeah. Whoa. I'm an alligator. Oh, he's pushing me. Damn.
That's animal abuse. He's an alligator.
Want to get high with MAGA friends. Welcome.
Man, this guy's a menace.
Hey, before we start, I'm not Gary the Guantanamo Gator. Charlie, you've been avoiding me for debating. Oh, don't touch me, though. We can do this with love. Charlie, this is important right now. I give me an $8 minimum.
All right, we don't need 4 different angles of that.
Is this woke? Is this woke? Is this woke? Is this woke? I don't feel it. Is this woke? Is this woke? Is this woke? Is this woke? I don't feel it. Let's get the third face together. Put baby oil on me. Remember, no political violence. It's about to fly on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. What do you feel about that? You me. It's fun to fly on the YMC Jeffrey Epstein plane. Hey, you're beautiful. Get over here and put baby oil all over me. Come on. We don't have to yell at each other. We can be loving. I want you
People wanting to fight him.
inside me, MAGA boy. I wear the Maxi Pass honor.
That's what
when
I want
Trump
to see.
got hit in Pennsylvania with ketchup. And we honor him with a bandage. We honor Big Orange Face. Is this woke?
Oh,
Come on, it's the Village People.
You need to come up with more songs, buddy, because I like your stuff, but that Jeffrey Epstein plane, that's only going to get you so far. You need to write more smash hits like I do.
MAGA crowd, we stumble in. There's a cowboy standing next to me, guarded the bridge from immigrants. Right? What do you got there? Oh, he's got a baton. Do something crazy, you're MAGA people. Do something crazy tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a felony. And you got us feeling all right. He's touching me. He's touching me.
Oh, God. That's a good one, too. Spreading love during the ICE riots.
You know, it's just a bunch of hippies over there. You don't have to put on the hockey gear, Gretzky. I love yours, too. Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers says, in time of riots, look for the helpers. Ice boys, what you gonna do? Ice boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when LA gets rid of you? ICE is filmed on location with the mall security guards. Look at the super soaker he's got. That's a 2-gallon heavy pump. Oh, you're gonna get the helicopter too, dude? Garrett's the real deal. He did this whole day shooting after his parents got taken away by ICE. We're gonna find him.
I want my Impaladas again.
You know, it's just a bunch of hippies over there. You don't have to put on the hockey gear, Gretzky.
You guys might have heard about our event last week, Texas A&M. Group of trolls, this circus act, the Un-F America guys, they were there to try to disrupt Turning Point.
Well, guess who's joining the circus, Kirk? I'm becoming a part of the Unfuck America Tour, or the Unkirk America Tour. I've stormed a bunch of MAGA events, and now I'm going to storm...
Oh, that's right. He went to Hogan. He fucked with Hogan. We got to find that video. That's on his page. I saved that video somewhere.
Turning Point. We're going to have fun. We're going to party. We're going to make the party the party. We're the party for partying. We are sick and tired of all these alt-right extremists blaming all the country's problems on immigrants and trans. Meanwhile, the billionaires and the corporations are getting major tax breaks, and we can't even get more than a $7 an hour minimum wage nationally. It's time to stop this shit, and we're going to take back this country. We're going to have fun doing it, man. We're going to make the new Grateful Dead parking lot. I'm joining together with a crew of all-stars. I'm being joined by Destiny, Mercedes from Camp Callout, Z. It's an all-star team.
What about those twinks? There were some cute twinks involved in this, and I think they got kicked out of it because they were being too twinkish and starting cat fights and stuff. What happened to the twinks?
Join us in Tampa. So pick up tickets now at my website, RobbieRoadsteamer.com, or make a donation. Help us unkirk America. The Unkirk America Tour, the Unfuck America Tour. But
you guys might have heard.
Say you love Trump. Come on. What was the name of the plane? The one that Trump flew with Epstein. The one that he uses for his campaign. Won't you tell me the name of that plane? The one he flew with Jeffrey Epstein and all those little girls, right?
That fucking guy is baffled by this. I love it. Richie April said this is trash. It is, but it's still funny. So the reason why this is still pretty funny, Richie, bro, is because it is trash, but these people are actually getting pissed off and they're having real problems coping with this guy. And I love that. I think it's very funny. I know this guy. I had no idea until just now clicking on that other video that he's a part of some whatever Unfuck America group, which they kind of made clowns of themselves because of those twinks that I talked about a minute ago. But they're cute enough to get away with it. But, yeah, anyway, no, I think this is funny. You should see the Hogan one, dude. He goes and messes with Hogan, and just the looks on people's faces. Because the way this guy shows up, dressed as an eagle or the Guantanamo Gator or whatever, you can tell some people there were MAGA people taking pictures with him. You could tell people just didn't realize that he's mocking them, which I like too. I like art that goes right when you're using art to make an analogy or mock somebody and it goes right over their head. That's good stuff.
On the Lolita Express with young girls by his side, till the plane falls from the sky for Trump and I.
That's the Doors. That's the Doors.
Oh yeah, I'm up for him all day. Hell yeah.
That's that song. Come on now, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made?
Yeah, why? Does it not sound like that?
I wasn't sure. People were not sure about you.
I like the look on this guy's face when he realizes this guy's anti-Trump. This is priceless.
Come on. What was the name of the plane? The one that Trump flew with Epstein. The one that he uses for his campaign. Why won't you tell me the name of that plane?
But some of I like too that it's like borderline, he's making a point and not too far off of factual, right? Trump bought Epstein's plane or whatever, right? Trump owns it now. The Lolita Express.
The one he flew with Jeffrey Epstein.
The look on that guy's face. That's good shit. Let me make sure I'm not wrong about that. Did Trump buy Epstein's plane? Epstein's plane. Oh my God. He's dead on. Wrong. This is trash. Bro. Richie April. Read it and weep, my dude. Jeffrey Epstein's old jet gets new life. Why Trump flew to campaign event on Jeffrey Epstein's plane last weekend. Huh. That's funny. I thought this was just a crazy guy yelling into a megaphone. Turns out he's right. And very funny. Trump uses his Epstein's plane to campaign. Look at that, guys. Well, it would have to all be a hoax if you're just going to take a child trafficker's plane and use it for your campaign. You must actually believe it's a hoax. Or you were involved. Phase cops hoax. Dude, I'm not saying that Epstein was flying Trump around during his first campaign. We're saying that Trump now owns the plane, the Lolita Express, that Epstein used allegedly to traffic children and or bring high-profile people to have relations with said children. Constant anti-Trump lies. Bro, this isn't what I said is the guy's lyrics for the song were right. I didn't know that Trump used it on a campaign. I thought that was just a joke, but it was real. He owns Epstein's old plane he used to traffic children and now uses it to fly around and campaign. Does Trump own it or does he rent it? Well, let me see. Either way, he used it for campaigning. Says he used it here for the campaign. Flew on the small charter Bozeman rally Friday. Next day switched to another Gulfstream serial number master plane once owned by Jeffrey Epstein. Oh yeah, right. Oh my God, here we go. This is funny. The campaign had no awareness that the charter plane had been owned by Mr. Epstein. Dude, that is funny. You know what? I know Richie April is going to absolutely be eating that up, taking fledgling gulps of this, but I have trouble believing that. I mean, wouldn't he recognize the inside? The charter was commissioned by a vendor that has often been used by the campaign. Dude, that is so funny. You got to be kidding me. Jeffrey Epstein's private plane, which is painted a distinctive shade of blue. This is the kind of plane that you want it painted blue so that when it crash lands in the ocean, no one can find it. That's why it's blue. Bro, that is funny. Threshold Aviation Groups. Why the fuck did this company? How did they buy it? Who did they buy it from? The campaign spokeswoman confirmed that a decal with the words Trump 2024 was placed on Epstein's old plane for the trip. Oh my God, if that is not funny. Trump's plane was having mechanical difficulties, so they rented the only other plane that he would dare to fly in, which was Jeffrey Epstein's. Oh my God. It was used for one day. So he didn't buy the plane. It is some other company owns this, but that is funny. Steve lying again. Lying implies that I knew it was false and then said it. I didn't. I was fact checking what this guy said. I thought I heard that he had bought it. I knew there was some association with Trump currently using Epstein's plane. Oh, I'm just pissing off my audience now at this point. Guys, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? If Trump would just give us the list so I can shut up, please.
Hey, Mr. Tangerine Man, get rid of Mexicans for me. And on the jingly, January 6th, I'll come a party to you.
This song sucks.
You guys like Timothy Chalamet? Hey, pumpkin spice Satan, man! Get rid of brown people for me. I want to lock up AOC and everybody who doesn't look like me. And I want to take away Social Security. And I want Elon to run the economy. And I want all the brown people to be in Guantanamo Bay by Wednesday. We can cause an insurrection at Taco Bell tonight. We don't have to hurt these people. I know a lot of you guys are mall security cops, and this is a little bit of a raise, but you guys don't have to hurt brown people. I drop my baby ass wipes. This is not a bomb, it's baby ass wipes. 3 of these a day will clean you. Hey, this.
Man, that is trash.
One week ago, these guys were mall security, guarding Panera Breads, making $11 an hour, and now they're gonna beat the shit out of some teenagers. You're my sunshine, and I want you to know I just want to storm the Applebee's with you, not the Capitol. Oh, you're my best friend. I bet you can do Python like a dork. Buckeyes, get the hell out of town, I say, Buckeyes. Get the hell away from the crowd, I say, Buckeyes. Trump was on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. Trump was on the...
Okay. Oh, that's enough of that. All right, let's look at the AI video. Grando Reaper was wanting me to take a look at this. Grando, do you oh yeah, you don't have a Twitter. Grando, what the fuck, man? It was a video of, it's an AI video making it look like Obama's getting arrested. All right, let me get you guys on this tab with me. We'll take a look at this. Literally all the leftists have is lies. Bro, he used the plane to campaign. It's up to you whether you believe he knew that or not. Just because Trump's people say that, oh, we didn't know, and the other plane was just getting worked on, so we just happened to fly in Jeffrey Epstein's plane. I don't know, man. You think that there are that few planes available to fly from this one company they rent them out from? Really, that was the only option, was Epstein's plane. Steve, I say this as a friend, get your shit together, bro. What am I getting together? We're fact-checking stuff. This guy's funny. He made a couple jokes. I fact-check. What are we getting together? I wasn't that far off, and neither was he. In fact, he was exactly right that Trump used the plane for a campaign. Richie April, I'm not saying that I support this guy not wanting ICE to do anything. I was just playing his videos. It's really that simple. I saved, oh fuck, we didn't play the Hogan one. Guys, the Hogan one is actually funny. Hulk Hogan is just like looking at him. This guy may have actually given Hulk Hogan a stroke, which is why he is currently in the hospital. Let's get on this AI video, and then maybe I'll try to find that guy's other video. I don't know.
You budget it, you save it, but do you invest it?
No, I don't budget, save, or invest. I am a broke bitch. I'm bad with money.
Acorns, you can invest a little every day.
That story and this next story are reminders that if any other president did this in the past, they'd be a huge deal, but now barely that big of a deal. So over the weekend, former President Trump shared a fake AI-generated video on social media showing former President Barack Obama being arrested in the Oval Office. The video, originally posted on TikTok, depicts FBI agents handcuffing Obama while Trump looks on and smiles.
Oh, this. That's funny because I scrolled past this one day and I didn't realize what I scrolled past. Is who Tampa Terry? I can't confirm or deny Tampa Terry's existence as anybody else in the chat. You and your buddy in the Instagram video said Trump bought it. Dude, I was wrong about that. Hulk in the hospital. Yes, he's in the hospital. Allegedly, Hulk Hogan is in the hospital. He might already be dead. He might actually be buried already. Hulk Hogan might be 6 feet under at this moment. It was a rental from a charter company. Bro, yes, we fact-checked it. What is the problem? We fact-checked it. It's not like I just made an accusation and didn't even look into it. Come on, guys. Cut me some slack. Yes, he was wrong about, if he said that Trump bought it, then he was wrong. I know I said that because I thought I had heard that, but at least I know that there is some association between Trump and Epstein's plane after Epstein's death, which happened on Trump's watch.
The post comes after the director of national intelligence.
It shows him in his cell. That's classy.
Tulsi Gabbard accused the Obama administration of a treasonous conspiracy to undermine Trump's 2016 election win. Gabbard released over 100 pages of documents alleging attempts to suppress intelligence and promote claims of Russian interference. She's now calling for federal investigations and prosecutions, here warning in her words that democracy is at stake. Democrats have dismissed her claims as baseless and politically motivated. Now, remember that for years, presidents refused to even criticize their successors. But now you got one posting a video of him being arrested. Critics say the timing is a distraction from controversies surrounding Trump, including his alleged ties to Jeffrey Epstein. President Obama's office has not commented on the video or the allegations.
And in the campaigning, Democrats would say that Trump was a threat to democracy.
Yes, they did, and continue to say that. Our chief meteorologist, Adam Kruger.
Yeah, that does look very cool. I like the building. Definitely has that Jetsons vibe going on. I love it. All right, now let's check out a satellite, visible satellite from the last 3 hours. That's the loop we're looking at here because these clouds were stubborn to clear today. Notice at the start of the loop, covering a lot of the LA basin, and then hovering over the coast. And then eventually, our current time, those clouds have completely cleared out, at least for now. But we're going to be back into that pattern tonight, tomorrow morning, where the cloud cover fills in. And we do expect overall, despite the cloud cover, whether it's here or not, the temperatures were going to be a little bit cooler today. That's what we're seeing right now.
Fuck. Is this they jammed in a weather report into this video? Really? What the fuck kind of crack are you guys smoking? I'm trying to find this other video. This guy with Hogan. I'm telling you guys, it's funny. This fucking guy. What's going on here? I'm trying to find this shit. There's that. I know it was after that. My Instagram is being a fucking worthless piece of shit right now. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I click on that guy's page and it just said not available. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. All right, where's the goddamn Hogan video? Here we go. This is what put Hulk Hogan in a hospital. This right here. This is the last time anyone saw Hogan in public.
Oh, yeah. Look at the shirt, the MAGA powers. We're going to destroy the woke. What are they going to do when we drop the big boot on trans and we drop the big boot on every...
Look at Hogan's face. Oh, fuck. He's just like, easy, brother. Easy with the trans stuff, brother.
We're going to drop the big boot on Social Security. Does that work for you, brother? Trump is a real felon. Then he went to Epstein Island. Trump, no physical, no political violence. No political violence.
A few moments later.
Beautiful. Oh, boy. Trump is a real felon. Thinks the immigrants are eating cats.
Oh, God. Oh, I know you guys fucking hate this. I'm sorry. I think see, you guys are thinking that I'm pushing a political message with this. I'm not. I just like to see people uncomfortable, including Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, guys, whatever you think in terms of politics, Hulk Hogan is using the MAGA base to sell fucking beer, okay? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what was happening during the last election and their campaigns, we had OnlyFans models at the fucking what's it called? Republican National Convention, and Hulk Hogan selling beer. I mean, okay, if that's what we're doing now, okay.
Trump is a real felon. Fight for alt-right. Fight for alt-right.
Fight for alt-right. Oh, fuck, man. Hulk has bills. He's got to make that rent money. Yeah, this motherfucker got how many millions off of that sex tape? And he's got to shove his fucking disgusting beer down people's gullets. His beer probably killed him. That's probably what put him in the hospital. Well, Scott Sarbert said, well, leftists hate America, so that makes sense to sell real American beer to rightists. Yeah, it makes money. It makes money, but doesn't make sense. I don't know. It makes sense as it was spelled with a C. It makes sense. DMS, have you tried the beer? No, I haven't, Holyoke Joe. I can only imagine it tastes like licking Hulk Hogan's bandana or something. All right, guys. Yeah, it's past 11. I got to get the fuck out of here. Now that my whole audience is mad at me because I think there's some leftists that are crazy yet entertaining. I got my whole audience mad at me now. All right, guys. Well, if you don't hate me because of the stream tonight, could you please go vote for me for the thing? Let me pull up my Twitter. No, for real, guys. I need help. I need you guys to go vote for this shit. Let me get you on this deal. Fat Pig still loves me. Thank you, Fat Pig. Ooh, look, there I am, shirtless. All my shirtless glory. Okay. Day 5 of voting, guys. Here we go. Please help out. All the listed nominees, including me, are in the entertainment section and wellness and beauty. Dr. Dan is in the wellness beauty section. So you go to this. This is on my Twitter. This is from the Warthog. This guy was posting these last year, trying to get us to get nominated and to win. So, click on this deal, this link here at the top of his tweet. This is the day 5. It does it either way. You can only vote once a day. You just go to this bitch. It'll take you to this tab. Oh, here we go. Best of the Bay. Vote. Voting begins July 17th. So you scroll down here. You go, okay, what group do I want to vote in? You got all these different groups. I am here. And Bubba, all the other Bubba Army deals, all the other BRN nominations, is in entertainment. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think the attorneys are in here too. I don't know why they'd be in here though. But either way, this is the category. I'm in entertainment. Then you go down here. You look for best singer-songwriter. It's not that hard, guys. You just scroll down. Oh, went past it. Best singer-songwriter. You click here. And holy shit, guys, that's me. Dark Match Steve right here listed towards the bottom, unfortunately. I never heard of any of these other fucking retards. Fuck them. Dark Match Steve. It's the only name that even stands out on this stupid fucking list. I know people are worried about the Epstein list. This is the list you need to worry about. You need to click my name on here. You just click it. You got to sign in. I'm not going to do that right here. I'm signed in on my phone, so I'll vote on my phone right now before I go to bed. But yeah, it'll make you sign in, and then you just go back and fucking click them. Once you sign in once, the website doesn't make you keep doing that every day you go to vote. But yeah, guys, fucking vote for me. Dude, you guys don't know how happy it would make me to have this stupid award. You have no idea the joy it would bring to my life. Funny Face says he's legally blind. Let me sign into your email so I can vote for you, or vote for me on behalf of you. Whoever pays the most wins for this thing? Well, that means I'm losing, because I ain't got money. So, better luck next time. No, we'll see what happens, guys. Please go vote for me. This is a real possibility that I could maybe win something here. This award. And possibly go to the award thing and hang out with Bubba and Lummy. You know I want to do that. Can do, DMS. What? Give me your email? Bro, if you can get in the chat, you can click my name on this page. Post the link? Oh shit, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Let me get that back up here. All right, it's going in the chat right now. Face Cops, thank you, because I'm a fucking idiot. I forget that I can post links in my own chat. All right, it's in the chat, guys. Click that link. All you have to do is click that link right there. It'll take you to that page. You scroll down to entertainment, and then you click the entertainment, and you scroll down to best singer-songwriter, and my name is in there. Unbelievably, my name is actually listed in there. So somebody cares enough. Some people cared enough about my singing and songwriting, my parody songs, to try to get me nominated, which is on its own, that is an honor. But yeah, guys, you all know this would be a big deal to me. It'd be cool. I'd have another award to put back here. It'd be fucking awesome. I mean, you guys know I haven't made one fucking dime off of doing parody songs or anything. I've done it all for free, just for the clout and the clicks and to entertain everybody and be able to make some kind of art that is funny and maybe makes you think about some stuff. I've been grinding, guys, so it would be cool to have a little something to show for it, even though that's not necessary. I've had so much fun doing the parody songs, and I am my biggest fan and biggest critic. And I fucking, either way, it's awesome being able to do stuff like that, but it would be very cool to be, recognized in some way. So please, if you don't mind, click that link that I just put in the chat. Go there, scroll down entertainment, look for me, singer-songwriter, and give your boy a click. All right, lovers, I got to get out of here. It's late. I hope y'all aren't too mad at me, for real. All right, I'll be back on tomorrow. We've got other guys, trust me, I'm not going to just go off about Epstein stuff all week. I refuse to do it. I don't care what comes out this week. I'm not going to do a full week of Epstein stuff. I don't care. So we have other fun stuff planned. There's other topics, other shit going on in the world, if you can imagine that. So we'll get to some of that shit. Scott Starber, thank you. I still love you. Holyoke Joe is pissed. Joe's mad that I want Hulk Hogan dead. That's why he's got heat with me. That's just a rib. I just want Hogan dead as a rib because it'd be a funny thing to talk about. That's literally it. Fat pig, love you. FaZe Cops, thank you for. We know you're a Trump guy, DMS. Thank you for putting or reminding me to put the link in the chat. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, or I'll see you in the Bubba Army chat in the morning. I will be up in the Bubba chat. That's the Bubba Army channel from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be in there at some point. And then I'll see you guys in Scott Starbird's stream, which is supposed to start at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that's our evening lineup is Scott at 6 p.m. And then Alex Stein comes on, our boy, the pimp on a blimp. We've got some scheduled pimp time at 7 p.m. Eastern time with Alex Stein. And then your boy, Dark Match Steve, yours truly, goes on live again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So I will see you guys there. Everybody take it easy. I love you. Let's get that Epstein list.